Welcome back to the channel. January 22nd. This is going to be the breakdown for the Draftkings NBA slate for January 22nd. All right. Usually I do it the night before. This is running a little bit late, but I'm still giving you the plays for the huge 11 game slate after the small Thursday game slate that they had. Friday, they really jam packed. Everyone is in here. There's some back to back situations for a certain amount of teams, but those are not going to affect the plays that we're going to give you. Obviously, there are going to be a ton of high-priced guys: Doncic, Harden, Trae Young, Irving, Jokic, Durant. The list goes on and on. But we are going to keep it 7K and below, trying to help you with some salary savers so you can pay up. Obviously, there's some injuries, and you got to pay attention to the news. Situations where you don't know if Garland's going to be playing with Sexton. You may want to take advantage of Sexton again after he went off. It all depends. Please go to rotoworld.com. Right here. Well, this is the NFL version, but if you look at the top tabs, they have every single sport in here. You go to Roto World NBA and you make sure you guys are watching this, the player news and the headlines, because it's going to update you on a consistent basis throughout the day. All right. Also, before I even get into the plays, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. We're at 246. We are trying to get to 300 so I can give you guys some money. That's the whole point. You subscribe, I give you money. Let's get to 300. So, point guard below 7K. And we're going to look at someone who definitely has the ability to go off. This is the catalyst for the offense. He starts off the bench, but then comes in and plays starter minutes. And we're going to be looking at Derrick Rose in a situation where he's going up against the Houston Rockets, which is a very, very bad defense. And now he's coming to the situation where he's only 5,500. If I'm getting someone that is the focal point of the offense between on this Pistons team is Jeremy Grant, is Derrick Rose, and then Blake Griffin, and he's like the third fiddle. Derrick Rose is like the 1B to Jeremy Grant, which is 1A in this offense, and very dynamic scorer, can score multiple ways. Assists is going to be the icing on the cake, but he is a scorer. You've seen what he did against Miami, which is a tough defense. He was very efficient, 6-11 and 8 for 12, got you over, 33 DK and then 39 DK against Miami. I think he's too cheap right here in a game script where it should be a high pace, like similar to the Atlanta, but he didn't come through. He didn't come through in that game, but this game I think he is. They're back home. After a little bit of a long road trip, Derrick Rose at 5,500. I think that is too cheap. He has potential to be up to 6K, 6,600 was his highest price point in the last 10 games. He can clearly get back to that level. Derrick Rose, we're going for him at point guard. Shooting guard next. What I've been looking for is a starter. Now he is healthy. And we're looking at Evan Fournier. Obviously, Vucevic is the number one option, but since he's back into the fold, he takes the second most shots on this team. It's between Fournier and Vucevic, and then Aaron Gordon is right behind him. But he is the sharpshooter on this team against Indiana. They're going to be focused on Vucevic in that paint area, which is going to leave him open at the three-point line. 2 for 9 against Minnesota, but he can score in the mid-range as well. He is very one-dimensional, but 5,400 is too cheap for a starter like Evan Fournier, someone that can knock down threes and take advantage of this Indiana Pacers defense, stretching them out because they're going to be working that inside-out game. Maybe some give and goes, maybe some pick and pops. Evan Fournier at 5,400 is going to be our shooting guard for tomorrow. And it's going to get better. You might not like the first two picks, but from here on out, starting at the small forward position, I got two options. I like Keldon Johnson. I do. But we're going to focus on Kevin Huerter. Atlanta has some injuries right now with DeAndre Hunter, and Bogdanovich is going to be out. So this leaves for minutes for Kevin Huerter. He They must have messed up with his price. He was 9,500. For some odd reason, I don't know, the other day, and now he is 5,900 where he's supposed to be. But as you can see, this little 2 game stretch with the injuries to their team, to their starters, 45 DK and then 34 DK, and now you get a nice little price downgrade from 95 to 59, and he is going to be that scorer, that in that starting lineup between him, Trae Young, and John Collins. Kevin Huerter is going to be knocking down threes, as you can see, 3 for 4, 3 for 8, and 1 for 4. He's a pretty efficient shooter, a sharpshooter for this team. Give me the Atlanta Hawks, Kevin Huerter, going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves with no not Cat Williams, Carl Anthony Towns. They call him the Big Cat. I just got mixed up. But this is a shit show of 2 teams going at it. They're going to be scoring a ton of points. There's no defense in this type of game environment. So you want to kind of stack those guys in there. So Trae Young is in a good spot. But I want you to save some money. Kevin Huerter at 5,900. We're going to take him, and he should get you over 30 DK, definitely. And then the rest is going to be good. Hopefully, he gets you 40 like he did against Minnesota the other time he faced them. But it's a bad defensive team on Minnesota. So Kevin Huerter is going to be our small forward at 5,900. Power forward, I'm going back to that Detroit game. Whenever I see high pace, I want to take full advantage. I already spoke about Derrick Rose, so Blake Griffin is going to be our next guy at 6,200. Jeremy Grant, he's up there already, okay? The next guy, Blake Griffin at power forward. He has very up and down season. He's getting more involved in the assist category, as you can see, and this is what I like, because he can get you a double-double. And then if he's adding 5, 4, 8, 6, 5, 5, 4 assists per game, and with the points, I got to take a shot, because he can be up there at that 7K salary, and you're getting him at 6,200. He's been floating around this price range throughout most of the season. The upside is there. 48 DK against Cleveland. It just depends on the game, and then in this type of environment, up and down, Eric Gordon, Oladipo, Christian Wood, they're going to put up points on the Houston side, all right? Detroit is going to have to put up points as well. So they got Blake Griffin, Jeremy Grant, and Derrick Rose. So another game stack I definitely like. Blake Griffin is going to be our power forward selection for tomorrow. And then last but not least, at center, he's way too cheap. Way too cheap. When I looked at this, it kind of like popped up at me, and I was like, what? How? LaMarcus Aldridge, a legit 7K type of player, or that mid-range 6. Okay, you get him in at 5,500. The reason why he only played 23 minutes against Golden State Warriors because it was a complete blowout. They blew him out by almost like 30 points. You're getting Aldridge at 55. He is the catalyst of this offense between him, DeMar DeRozan, and DeJounte Murray. Give me him. Are you kidding me? Give me him. 32 minutes against OKC, 41 DK. 37 minutes against Minnesota, 38 DK. Like, I understand he had some, up and down performances, but he is a very efficient mid-range shooter. And against Dallas, who, is going to struggle. They got a ton of injuries right now. Willie Cauley-Stein can't guard LaMarcus Aldridge. He's going to pick and pop him to death. And he's going to clean up the glass. So I'm taking a shot at it. There's no reason why he should be 5,500. He should be in that 6K range. He is way too cheap at center. Take full advantage of LaMarcus Aldridge at 5,500. You're never going to see him at that price ever again. And then I'm leaving you with 7,100 to finish the rest of your lineup. Let me know. Let me know if you see anyone else, because I looked through it. These are the diamonds in the rough for tomorrow's slate. Also, please stay tuned to Roto World headlines. There's going to be injuries. There's going to be COVID. Stuff is going to happen. All right. And we're going to take advantage of the value for tomorrow's big slate, because there are a ton of guys to pay up for. situations where these stars can really stand out, and we want them in our lineups. All right. Let me know how you feel about this core. Like and comment and subscribe to the channel. 246 is what we're currently at. 300 is the goal. So I can give you some money so you can bet or so you can make your own lineups. All right. You want free money, right? So subscribe. Also, please follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessageSD. Feel free to contact me. I will get back to you. And I'll be back with another video tomorrow. Thank you guys and peace out.